Well, welcome back to the Prospect Hut, and hopefully you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. As you know, the Mets promoted Nolan McLean on Saturday. He pitched really well against the Seattle Mariners, which is a very good lineup. But I got a lot of stuff going on here in the Mets minor league system. Minor leagues keep rolling on. Another month or so of the season for these players and these teams. Before we end this video, of course, hit the subscribe button. This from Mesmerized. Jonah Tong dominates in his AAA debut. Jonah Tong, he's the Mets' best pitching prospect right now. He was in AA most of the year. Jonah Tong had a brilliant start in his AAA debut this past week. The 22-year-old pitcher tossed 5 2/3 scoreless innings with 9 strikeouts. A typical outing for Tong, who just cruises every time he's on the mound. Between Binghamton and Syracuse, he now has a 1.50 ERA. And 171 strikeouts and 21 starts and 107 2/3 innings. Just domination. Tong's performance was the highlight of a slew of performances from Mets prospects who were recently promoted across the organization. Now let's take a look at some of them here. AAA, this is during the week. This is the weekly report. And I'll have the daily report again tomorrow night. Wednesday. The Syracuse Mets stumbled a bit in their latest series, dropping 4 of 6 games against the Rochester Red Wings. Syracuse was outscored 37-17 the 6-game set, dropping to 31-14 in the second half and 62-58 overall. Joe Williams had a strong week in his first series at AAA since being promoted. Williams went 8 for 23 with a double, a home run, a triple, 2 walks, and 4 runs scored. Speedy top prospect has a 1,009 OPS through his first week in Syracuse. Carson Benj has a 650 OPS, and Ryan Clifford at 533 OPS did not see the same immediate success that Williams did, but Williams did play in AAA last year. Williams was really the only standout bat series against Rochester, with the next 2 highest OPS marks coming from Yanni Hernandez and Jarrett Young. Both players recorded just 2 hits in the series, but for Young, the 2 hits were home runs. Jonah Tong had the best start for a Syracuse Met in the series against Rochester, but a couple of pitchers also had notable outings. Kevin Hergen, who started the game and came in relief for another, threw a total of 3 1/3 perfect innings with 7 strikeouts in the series. Hergen owns a 1.80 ERA and 19 appearances with Syracuse. Brandon Waddell also had a solid start, allowing 2 runs over 5 innings with 5 strikeouts. Waddell now has a 4.27 ERA with AAA this year. Binghamton AA. The Roma Ponies won 4 of 6 games against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats this past week. They are now 30-15 in the second half and 75-37 overall. Jacob Reimer had an excellent week at the plate, recording a team-high 10 hits and 2 home runs and 22 at-bats. Reimer recorded 5 RBIs, 2 walks, a stolen base, and 6 runs. Reimer hasn't had the same offensive success he had to start the year in Brooklyn, but he's up to a 766 OPS in 41 games now for the Roma Ponies. Now, he didn't play at all last year, so the fact that he's playing as well as he is this year and is in AA is credit to his hard work. William Lugo also had a fantastic week. Mentioned Reimer with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. DeAndre Smith led the team with 4 stolen bases and went 5 for 18 for a triple and a home run. His 7 RBIs also led the team in the series. Smith has been solid all year for Binghamton, now owning a 745 OPS. Tyler McGill looked unhittable in 2 rehab starts with Binghamton, tossing a total of 5 shutout innings with 13 strikeouts. Jonathan Santucci arguably had his best start of the season, allowing 1 unearned run over 5 1/3 innings with 11 strikeouts. He allowed just 3 hits and a walk, and now has a 2.73 ERA through 6 AA starts. Jack Winninger was also dominant to no surprise, striking out 8 over 6 innings of 1-run ball. Winninger now has a 2.72 ERA and 22 starts for Binghamton this year. High A Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Cyclones won their series against the Hub City Spartanburgers, taking 4 of 6 games. The Cyclones improved to 20-28 in the second half and 66-48 overall. Colin Houck had his best week in High A since being promoted, going 7 for 17 with 2 doubles, 3 walks, and a stolen base. Houck had not looked comfortable in high A to this point, and still owning just a 550 OPS in 40 games. Marco Vargas also had a breakout week, despite deep struggles at high A level prior to this week. Trace Wilhoit, one of the stars of the St. Lucie Mets this year, had an excellent first week as a Cyclone. Wilhoit went 5 for 16 with 2 doubles, a home run, and a team-leading 5 RBIs. He also stole base and has a 941 OPS in his first 5 games with the team. Will Watson delivered 2 incredible starts for the Cyclones, pitching a total of 8 scoreless innings with 13 strikeouts. Watson has had a great season and now owns a 1.87 ERA in 13 games and 12 starts with Brooklyn. Out of the bullpen, Hunter Hodges made 2 great relief appearances. Hodges threw a total of 5 in the third innings with no runs allowed and 7 strikeouts. He now has a 2.84 ERA in his first 3 games as a Cyclone and a 2.44 ERA overall. And here's the thing, he's not ranked. And pitchers you can get any good pitcher from anywhere. Now St. Lucie. The St. Lucie Mets struggled as they dropped 4 of 6 games against the Jupiter Hammerheads. The series loss put the Mets at 33-15 in the second half and 67-46 overall. It was a very rough week at the plate for the team, but Jonathan Enriquez stood out by going 5 for 15, a double, a home run, 2 walks, and a stolen base. Antonio Jimenez, the Mets' third-round pick from this summer's draft, had a solid week by going 5 for 16. He didn't add an extra base hit, but he recorded 4 walks and 2 stolen bases. Jimenez has a .611 OPS, 12 games into his professional career. Colton Cosper made 1 5-inning outing out of the bullpen, and that's a name I have not read about and heard about. And he allowed no runs on 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. For Cosper, an undrafted free agent, it was his first professional outing. Wow. Omar Victorino also had a lengthy outing out of the bullpen, tossing 4 innings with no runs allowed. He now has a 4.50 ERA in 3 games with St. Lucie. The DSL Mets. The DSL Mets Orange went 3-2 over the last week, putting them at 30-25 in the season. Meanwhile, the DSL Mets Blue went 2-3 on 1936 as they continue to struggle. Elian Pena was once again the best player in the field for the Orange team. Recorded a 3-homer game on Monday for a total of 1344 OPS over the 5 games played. He now has a 963 OPS on the year, despite a terrible 0 for stretch to begin his professional career. I think it was like 0 for 24 or something like that. What's going to be interesting about him is, will he repeat the DSL next year? Doesn't seem like he should. He'll probably go to the Florida Complex League next year, along with Yanni Rodriguez. On the mound, Gene Brito looked solid with 1 run allowed and 4 strikeouts over 4 1/3 innings. He owns a 2.84 ERA over 13 games. Leondy Malia had the best week of any blue team hitter, going 9 for 15 with 2 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. So this is basically the Mets minor league report for the week. Organizational leaders: Carson Bench has a 306 batting average, 917 OPS. Ryan Clifford has 24 home runs. AJ Yoon has 61 stolen bases. Player of the week on the offensive side: Elian Pena is living up to his ability as one of the most highly touted international signings in Mets history. His pro career has been brief so far, but he's been nothing of sensational after his rocky start to the year. All eyes will be on him in the years to come as he makes his journey to the Mets system. He's the Mets' best prospect. I can say that he's probably an elite player. He's an elite prospect. Players of the week on the pitching side: Will Watson. Will Watson has been incredible all year, owning a 2.60 ERA between St. Lucie and Brooklyn. The 2024 7th rounder has been nothing short of dominant since his promotion to Brooklyn and had his best week yet with 2 brilliant starts. So this will be a interesting week to come. And the first benefits of it was Brandon Sprout pitched on Tuesday, and he went 6 innings against the Indianapolis Indians, and went 6 innings, struck out 9, gave 1 run. And if he keeps it up, he's got a very good chance to be starting for the Mets very soon. So keep our fingers crossed. The better he performs, the better chance he'll be with the Mets. So, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.